The goo.
The goo.
Sacks of the goo.
Right? That's the only thing I really have. So
We'll see how much of a train
how
wreck
it
it
goes.
goes as we improv and
Also true.
do good shit. Part of me feels like the kids are like, we're the kids in here. Like I said, Dad's gone.
Also true.
Word.
I think we're good.
All right.
Recording. Let's do it.
Hey, what's happening? Welcome to this week's episode of Talking FEY, the bi-weekly. Does that mean every other week, or is that every other?
I think it goes both ways.
Yeah, great. Of course it would. It's fine. The talkback of Talking FEY. We're going through Luke Hart, DM Layer, wrote a great module. He's letting us play it into the FEY. And I'm Max from PeakD&D.
And I'm Tony.
And we are Talking FEY. So I guess that means the
minute countdown.
Great. Am I going first?
Starting?
Yeah, you?
You start.
Okay, I'll start.
And go.
Great, so we are right off the heels of the screaming mushrooms and that whole debacle, and I wanted to make friends, and Jassy wanted to kill everything because someone hurt him, and we decided to proceed through this big, massive mammoth cave, and lots of forks of the road, and we get to this waterfall, and I've got a great deck, so I'm like, let's go across the creepy ledge, and that turned out to be a terrible plan. Wasps and Ducati, there's all sorts of Maserati, and I thought I was being safe, but I totally wasn't being safe, and so we get through that situation. You save Ben's life.
And then we got to a door, and the door had 3 sleeping elves in it, elf people, vine elf people, and we ended up sneaking in amazingly. Gord brought up the rear. We killed all those 3. We went into another cave. We kind of set up another ambush. We killed those people, and then we ran into the big bad guys, and we were outnumbered, and I don't know what the hell happened from there. But before we did all of that, we met some chick that was in hiding that hid from her captors, and now we're trying to figure everything out.
How did we do?
We did great.
Oh,
It's done.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah, so no, it's funny. This is one of the first episodes where of gameplay where it was just a huge dungeon crawl.
Legit dungeon crawl. And we don't even know how far in we are, so this could be...
Gonna say that we are still in the midst of
10%.
So what... there were a couple precarious situations, right? So it was kind of bookended, right? We did something really bad happened, and then we had a nice smooth, it was going well, and then another intense situation. Which of those two were you more scared as a player? Were you oh man, we're not gonna do it?
Interesting. I think from a player standpoint, the first one, when we had to cross the ledge with the wasps, and then you finally ran to the other side, and we figured out there's huge sacks of hit points.
Dude, I gotta stop doing that.
Mindless zombies. Because there was a lot of different... It's not just us fighting enemies at that point. We are fighting gravity. We are fighting dexterity saves. We are fighting constitution poison saves. There was a lot more going on there.
Okay. They were both pretty dire. I mean, I definitely did not like our chances. I thought we were straight. I thought we were good, man. Going into that boss fight, I was like, yo, we got this. We're outnumbered, but these things are easy. And for whatever reason, I did not assume that they were just going to be more bad guys. And I mean, when that fight started, we were outnumbered 4-1.
Yeah, I think there was five of them, maybe 6 of them, and we're cool. But then they doubled their numbers with their snap of their fingers. And then there was all the mindless zombies, and we had fought them before. Knew they were HP hit sacks, so we knew that they were I think metagame 40 points or something like that.
Dude, that's what surprised me, because even in the waterfall, I would ran across the ledge because my whole thought there was if I can get across the ledge, I can shoot arrows at the wasps and help you guys. So I was not expecting to get ambushed, and then I was not expecting to get ambushed by things that had more hit points than anything else we'd ever seen, and so it was oh, jeez.
What's funny though, in character, me and Jastian had no idea because we had wasps in our face that were humongous. So we weren't oh no, there's bad things over there too. You were just had to deal with that on your own. And then we figured out that when you kill them, they just explode into poison gas.
Yeah, they're perfect little mindless suicide zombies.
Absolutely. And Nick certainly was I had the wasps and I had the mindless zombies. I did not think you guys were going to awaken both of them at the same time.
But of course we did, because that's what we do. And you know what else we do? Don't sleep.
The captain's quarters or whatever after the second ambush that we set up.
Okay.
I was like, oh, like there's a door, we can lock it. Like
There's a bed.
there's a book that Ben really wanted to read that he skimmed and ended up saving us later. But I was like, this could be a decent place to maybe stop and short rest. But then we did. I don't know why, but then we decided not to.
Dude, we suck at that. Like, I'm pretty sure I said like, hey, we should short rest. Maybe I didn't, but I
think I did too at some point.
And I mean, I don't know, like Nick. God love him. I don't even know what are there more bigger flashing neon signs than like, hey, this little girl was safe here for 3 days sleeping in this part of the cave. Like, if you need a hint at where you could possibly take a rest, I feel like that would be a good one.
But instead we left a sick pseudo dragon with her to look after her.
Yes, of course. Yes, that's right. Yes, here, have our sick cat. It'll keep you company.
Yep. Her family's in these sacks of worms that are supposedly turning everybody into mindless zombies.
Dude, this is so you bring up a good point, man, because like, I'm chaotic good, right? Like, I do not want to let more people become mindless zombies if we don't have to. So as much as I would love to sleep, I would love to take a nap, but I don't have it in my heart to be like, hey, little girl, we tried to save your family, but I was tired. So I decided to take a nap. Now your family's dead.
And Gord's lawful neutral, and he's like, no, this is now, and we need to figure this out now.
Yeah.
Like, my hit points can wait, and it's fine. We need to, especially when we figured out there's kind of a time limit on how long they're in those sacks.
Yeah, well, and that determines how long they can like heal and like how
if they can come back.
Yeah, and like Illensworth lost all his family, so he's not about to do that to like
to this chick.
To some poor little girl. Like, done been down that road. So unfortunately, we're not gonna long rest for a hot second.
Probably not. Maybe. Well, I don't know. We kind of ran away, and I guess they didn't chase us at the moment, so we're not sure what's going to happen there. No. But we might have a chance beginning of next session to.
I mean,
do
I'm
such
going to at least
things.
try to sneak and like cut open the sacks. Because like Nick was saying that like they needed like
they had to be in the sack.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
submerged.
Yes, yeah, they had
worms.
to be. But once it's cut out, I think they're able to maybe they're able to heal from that, or at least, I don't know, come back a little bit, or at least not, at the very least they're dead, but they don't have the fate of mindless zombie. That last battle was crazy, but it's still insane to me that the two big bad people, Gord almost one-shotted both of them.
Yeah.
With Divine Smite, and that's what he has that for. I mean, I'm waiting for the big bad guys to cut off the head of the snake as soon as possible.
I mean, it's a good strategy, man. It served us well so far.
So far. I was pretty stoked to use that, the new Oath, the Oath of the Divine, I think is what I have. I tried to do I forgot what it's called, but I'm able to like make Fey creatures try to run, and I was like, praise Helm, let's do this. And let everybody run out of here and we can figure it out, but only one ran.
I'm gonna need some space. We all did good about using our new stuff.
Using our new stuff.
Yeah, which is good, man.
Aren't good about using our rests.
Yeah. No, but it was a good session. It was fun. Definitely some harrowing drama there. There were some moments where I was not necessarily sure if we were gonna make it.
Definitely not. And after I took down Big Baddie, I think I was surrounded by 8. I mean,
and she exploded too. I don't know what it does with these people, and they're rigged to detonate upon death. But
yeah, which it's just a very curious. That's a curious foe to like throw at your players. Like, hit points, and you want to kill them, but at the same time you're like, I don't want to kill them because it'll probably kill me in the process.
I want to kill them at a distance.
Yes, and Gord is not a distance kind of person.
No, I dare say
he did learn on the ledge, because that last one he's like, no, we are pushing this one off the ledge.
That's true. In my head too, like the moment when Jastian's like, Pokeball, and it's an owl. It's it's like this big, the Pokeballs will save us.
That was the beginning of the downhill. We're like, no, this is not going to go well. But then he threw the bear.
Yeah.
At the very last second, the bears, we had some hit points to throw around at that point.
We had our own mindless sack of hit points. Although hopefully the bear doesn't explode when hit. So if we do get a chance to sleep,
it should still be there.
Big bear pillow.
We will have Big Bear Pillow to sleep, and then to unleash on mindless zombies again.
Yeah. And also to scare the hell out of that girl. Like, hey, little girl.
We also have a bear. And a pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
And whatever else we find in this crazy dungeon.
Hope you enjoy dungeon crawls, folks, because we're by the size of the map, I think we're gonna be here for a while.
But hopefully you guys get a little taste of some action, because we have had a lot of
Yeah.
talking and we have had a lot of really fun role play sessions, but now we're kind of getting to that dungeon crawl nitty gritty. Let's throw some arrows and whack some hammers. And some pew pew. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to this session's Talking FEY. I'm Tony.
Max?
And we will see you at episode 13 for the next session of the dungeon crawl. Until then, folks.
Catch you next time up on the peak.